30-day keto diet, body transformation. It's the mirror pick. It's that 30-day keto, you know. The only thing they respect is results. So we're gonna give them the results. 30-day keto diet, down about 15 pounds. Yeah, down 15 pounds. And the weight is no longer going up to 253. The weight has gone down to 238. So the weight is going down, not up. I'm also training and personal training, just brushing up on a lot of stuff, learning stuff. And yeah, so the only thing people really respect is results. And people don't really listen to people unless they feel like they're doing better than what they're doing. So I do not work on my stomach yet. I'm waiting for a lot of this fat to just disappear from the belly area. I had a lot of discoloration here on my chest from sweating. It used to be like, I'm assuming that it was, fungus, basically, what is this stuff? Is this stuff in the bread? Yeast. I'm assuming it was yeast in my skin. The more I would sweat, all this would turn black. All this would turn black and big black spots. It would go down and down and down all down my back. Also, especially when I was doing HVAC, when I sweat on my face, it would be discoloration. Discolorations, it would look like whatever that stuff is when people lose their pigment. I can't even think of the name right now because I just came from the gym and from a walk. So I'm incorporating some new techniques that's going to build a lot of muscle. I just did them today for the first time. Instead of just doing my own workout, I'm doing a scientific workout. I'm gonna get into that. Basically, I'm doing a warm-up set and then I'm maxing like whatever I can do, max 12 rep. So I'll do 3 reps of 12 in different series of workouts that I'm doing. And I'm down. I feel really healthy, man. Keto diet, guys. I cut the sugar out completely, man. I mean, I know you guys seen a lot of videos where I'm eating sugar. But I assure you, I mean, not sugar, but like bread, different things like that. But I assure you, compared to what I was doing before that and not even being conscious of the fact that you guys are just really killing yourselves with the sugar. You guys are killing yourselves with that sugar, guys. You're killing yourselves. You're going to be an early grave. It's going to take you out. I talked to some people. They think they know everything. I told somebody, don't eat the grain. You're excluding a whole food group. Somebody that thinks they're really smart. But let me ask you a question. How smart can it be to drink 100 grams of sugar in a big cup? So this person told me that I'm... So, sorry, I ran out of storage. I'm back. On this keto journey, guys, I'm going to, stay away from the sugars, the carbohydrates, all those different things. And I'm not even calorie counting, but the weight is just coming off. I eat big meals. Sometimes I'm like really stuffed from the meals that I'm eating to the point where I'm like, okay, I could probably even reduce my meals and it wouldn't even affect me. But we got more videos coming, man. We just wanted to give y'all the 30-day process, you know what I'm saying? Well, obviously, of course, I was already pumped up, but the 30 days, guys. Yeah, don't let nobody. It's a lot of diets out there. You got the calorie counting diet where you count your calories. And let me see if I got enough time to go into it. You got the calorie counting diet, you got your carnivore diet, you got the keto diet, and you got the vegan. Okay. With the vegan diet, you know, it's a certain time you're supposed to be eating, a certain time when you ain't gonna be eating. Certain things you're supposed to be eating. A lot of vegetables, a lot of meat. So it takes from the carnivore and the vegetarian and the calorie counting diet. You know what I mean? Because really what you're trying to do is you're counting the carbohydrates as opposed to counting the calories. But you can count the calories as well. When you basically get into the keto diet, you realize that you're not eating a lot of calories. You know what I mean? Because the most dense calorie food are things with carbohydrates, empty calorie foods. So that's why the keto diet kind of takes the vegetarian, the calorie counting, and the and it also takes in the well, let's see what the back muscles. The vegetarian diet. Yeah, we got the muscles, back muscles growing. All kind of muscles, y'all. Just growing. Ooh. Still got a lot of sugar and insulin, different things inside of the muscles. But you know, eliminating the sugar will help you live a longer, healthier life. There's a lot of adverse effects that come with the sugar, i.e. the carbohydrates that are in corn, that are in certain vegetables, that are in certain fruits, that are in rice, potatoes. You know what I'm saying? If you do the keto diet, you don't have to really count your calories, guys. I mean, I'm eating, if not more or as much as I was before I started. I'm just eating the cookies. And oh, one more thing. With the carbohydrates, you spark your insulin. When you spike your insulin level. When you spike that insulin level, that gives you the craving to eat. So that's why it's hard for you not to diet, because when you spike your insulin with the high carbohydrates, it gives you a high insulin rating. It makes you want to eat sweets. It makes you want to eat chips. It makes you want to drink juice. It makes you want that piece of cake. And I'm telling you guys, once you get off of the sugars, the potato chips and the carbs, the high carbs and the bread, you won't crave them. The only thing I ever really kind of crave is like bread. But as far as like, oh man, you know, sometimes I wanted a cup of juice, but like candy, I don't really crave that stuff. And I was eating some squash. What you'll realize is you can taste the sugars that are in certain vegetables that are very low in sugar. Like I was eating some squash, or let's say you eat some carrots. You know, you can taste that sweet taste in those carrots and in that squash. And then certain vegetables have the sweetness to them and you can taste it. But we're so used to having those high amounts of sugar, those high carbohydrates with the high sugar, carbohydrates, fructose, sugar. It's all the same thing. It's going to spike your insulin and make you crave sweets. I ain't going to keep preaching this to y'all. I'm just going to show y'all the results, give y'all a little bit of information I got as I get it. And y'all going to watch the results. And, you know, I got people that want to say, hey, man, you just excluded a whole food group from the federal food group chart. And I look like this at 43 years old. And this is all going to be really more cut up. I'm going to be way more muscles, way more athletic than I've ever been, guys, at 43. Because the sugar, without the sugar in my veins, that's another benefit. When the sugar in your bloodstream, in your veins, it hardens your veins and it hardens your arteries, which means less blood flow. Also, not only does it harden your veins and harden your arteries, it clogs the veins up full of fat and raises your cholesterol and your blood pressure. I got a person that's next door to me that just basically body is giving out on him. And I bet you $1, if he gave up the sugar and the bread, he will be on a rebound. But since people don't understand the effects of carbohydrates and sugar, You're gonna die in you're more than likely gonna die way prematurely before you're supposed to die. Your body give out on you. Your kidneys give out on you. You see old people that's big and fat, and you see old people that weigh a ton, 200, 300, 400 pounds. How the hell you 80, 90 years old and you so big and so heavy? It's the carbs, man. If you cut those carbs, their bodies will function better. But it's years and years of your body trying to fight that carbs. You know, I'm so happy about the discovery I found. I'm so blessed to be able to lose all this weight and be able to fight it, guys, because I'm telling you, I was addicted to the food, guys. I was eating stuff, man. I was just addicted, man. Soda, chips, cookies, pies, potato chip, like everything, rice, and just, it wasn't good, guys. I was gonna die, man. You know, they say why black people die so early is because we don't know our diet. You know, men in general, we just be working hard and eating the wrong stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do your research. And in order to do your research, you can either listen to somebody that's doing something better than you, or you can do your own observations. A person like me don't need no sweets. Don't need no carbohydrates like that. You know, sometimes I broke down, I have things here and there, but it's nothing compared to drinking a soda and eating a bag of chips and then a pie to go with it. And then eating dinner. Imagine eating dinner and then eating 2 bowls of cereal to wash it down. That's the kind of stuff I was doing, because the more you spike your sugar, the higher the insulin levels. We done, guys. We're coming back with more results and more videos. Back at you.